my face isn't on the air. Hey folks out there, what's going on? Where am I? I'm at MCAT Studios in Missoula, Montana. This is Quick Kill Knife Tactics with David R. Mobley, as I stutter and stammer, from Attack Response Movement Systems. So I call this the Modern Warrior Arts Show, just so we can delve into various arts and get some good stuff for all of us, no matter who we are or what we have. All right. See, there we go. Is that right? No, too far that way. Okay. So we're still getting this ironed out. I'm on a time delay, so I don't know who the heck I am. I'm like the double of myself. Anyway, we're going to do some deanimation, quick knife kill type tactics, so that if things get crazy, you will be able to defend yourself in a high degree, no matter what. No matter how bad situations may get. All right, thanks. Okay, and we're the third Thursday of every month at 5 to 6 p.m. here at MCAT. And what channel is that locally?
Right.
It is 7 on Bresnan? Yeah. I wish I could get that channel. That'd be nice. I can see my stuff. All right. Well, you can see it on YouTube, and I got Philip, I guess, put up on Mogulus. I guess I got my own TV show now, 24-hour day thing.
It's on mine.
So, and it's on yours too. So we'll try and get you that information later as it gets a little more ironed out. Anyway, last week I did bicycle fighting tactics. This week I chose to do quick kill knife deanimation type tactics, just to give you different flavors with an intense view upon these things. And next time, if things work out, let's probably go for a live call-in show, and I'll have you just ask martial arts questions, or, you know, like, I was in a certain situation, how do I get out of this situation? You know, what are your ideas on this? And I'll go ahead and give those to you. Or we can just discuss a few things along the martial arts lines. So, feel free. Okay, so the main thing you got to remember about quick kill knife fighting tactics, main thing is that why would I even use a knife? Why not a gun? Well, use a gun too. But if your gun runs out of ammo, or, you know, resources run out, the knife is always going to be there. You can make a knife out of a piece of plastic, a piece of glass that's shattered, you know, wrap it with cloth or something. So knives have always been there for thousands of years. You don't need any powder or to mix up any special magical stuff to go boom with. I love guns, but they have their limitations that knives really excel in. Of course, you got to get closer with a knife, so it is a little more intense, a little more crazy. Most people don't want to deal with it. Most people agree they'd rather be shot with a gun, seems cleaner, than up front and personal with somebody in bloody, nasty, stinky mess into a knife fight. And I agree, it's not the greatest thing, especially with AIDS and hepatitis and stuff. Whenever you do cut, a lot of times you want to try and avoid the blood spray and make sure it goes away from you and not into your eyes or your mouth or something and kill you later down the road. So this is a touch and go type thing, but life and death is. So sometimes you need that little extra ability, oomph. And this is a quick, easy tactic. Anybody can grab one very easily, make their own quick and easy, and defend themselves in a very lethal manner and come out on top and save their life or the lives of their family or friends. Okay. So, when are you going to get in here? Are you just going to stay back there or alternate? Okay. So, I'm going to do some double knife stuff later on, but right now I'd like to get Christian in here, and we're going to do some Tai Chi knife type drills. It's actually a Tai Chi drill that we've adapted to the knife. Okay. Hi, Christian.
Yo, hey, how's it going?
Isn't it Christian Bale from the Equilibrium and that new
Yeah, that's
Batman
right.
movie?
Yeah, hey,
It's
watch
good
my
to meet
movies.
you.
Yeah,
right on. I'll get your autograph after.
Oh yeah.
All right. So we'll get Scott Ramp in here in just a second.
So you were doing what we were doing.
So right, let's do it without a knife real quick.
Okay.
And it's kind of holstered. There you go.
Okay.
So we have access to the elbow, which is the major mover of the human body. See, if I go like this, he doesn't really move that much. But if I get up here, I can move even a large man fairly easily if I just utilize their energy and their balance theories. Okay? So this part of the arm is very important to access. We're going to access both points here to control the whole section. So put your other arm up on my elbow. And there's two types here. We're going to do this circle. And Christian's just beginning in this, so he's just helped me out. So we're trying to work together and figure this out for you. And then whenever we come in close to the throat, if this is in our way, if this is pushing against us too much, all you do is slip that elbow out of the way and you take him in the throat or punch him in the head. You don't always have to kill, but that's what we're focusing on at this stage of the game. Just in case. The world is getting pretty precarious around us. Seems to be falling down around our ears. So if we need it, this lethal skill will be there for us. Okay? So then we'll go the other circle where we're coming forehand, like tennis, forehand, backhand. So we're going to go this way. And then, like I said, this can be used, boom, for various tools that you may have. We're going to focus on the knife right now, but this is your basic Tai Chi push hands type drill. Right. Okay, why don't you put your other leg forward?
Okay.
Okay, try it.
That's
a little more comfortable.
Yeah.
So the hand I'm leading with, my main arm, is usually the leg I have forward. Not always, but in this case, that's what we want.
Okay.
Okay, and then we did the backhand style here.
What are you doing back?
And we could do this at every angle if we wanted to. See, that was an upward diagonal angle. You could do downward diagonal angles, the horizontal angle like we were doing. Back style. Okay, so let's get our knives out and do it that way now. All right, so let's do the back one first. So at first we're going to kind of let each other cut each other's throat. Access a little bit of push on the elbow as you need it to access that lethal area of the throat. And then later on we'll try and prevent the guy from actually doing it to us, and then trying to really do it to him like that. Okay? And remember, this is your main area when you're in kill mode. Where you don't care to take prisoners, you don't have time or whatever, you're just basically saving your life and lives of those around you. Then kill mode, okay? Very rare, because basically you're killing yourself because we're all the same being, we're all together, breathing the same air. So it's like a cancer, you're carving out a cancer that's trying to attack and kill you. But realize it's still you, so it still hurts. So even when you take a cancer out, it's still a chunk of you leaving. So don't take this lightly. This is a very harsh game that lasts forever. You know, you poke somebody in the thigh, hit the major artery, and go, get out of here. You don't mean to, but they're dead later. So you really got to think before you act with these lethal weapons. But if you do, the throat is your main target. The heart is also good. Sometimes it's kind of hard to get in between the ribs to get in there. It's well protected, as is the throat, because the chin can tuck down and it can skewer off and stuff. So you try and access those underneath parts, expose the throat, that type of thing. Same thing with the heart and stuff here too, or up in the major arteries, subclavian artery, that kind of thing. And you can do the spinal column, you know, that kind of thing, and wrench around in there and take them out like that. But for most sure kill shots, it's going to be in the throat area or the heart. And maybe some in the brain if you can access, like underneath or something. But again, you got to tilt the head. It's very hard to access the back of the head and go like this, because it'll just shoot off. Just like a bullet on a slanted windshield. It'll just pew, shoot off instead of penetrating. So right here, I would have to pull him back and jam it up this way. And then maybe come around front and take out the trachea too, before I run away or take him down and out of the way. That kind of thing. Okay, turn back. All right, so let's do this a little bit more. The Tai Chi push hands. And we're going
back.
Let's go forehand this time.
Like that.
Like that. Yeah. So, all right, let's turn as we do a little bit. So first we kind of let each other get a cut.
And then coming around like
Right. And remember,
Sorry.
when you're cutting, you can't go like that and expect that to be a cut. if you want this person to die so that you may live, and those around you, stop their aggression cold forever, then you've got to really press on that person. You've really got to push that knife in and draw it across, if that's instead of penetrating, if you're not doing a thrust. Okay? So have a little bit of contact and a little bit of slice. Let them get the same. Make sure your knives are soft enough to where it really doesn't hurt, and don't smack the guy. You know, that's not really good knife work anyway. You should be sensitive. And then the other direction, again, a little push, a little guidance of the arm to access the throat better. And see how he's turning like this, where I'm almost hitting him in the ear instead of the throat? Either I have to fight that arm pressure or push it down, or I can just release and come underneath too. So
And I noticed
always
what
be
you did
ready to
with the
flow.
leg there.
Yeah, I'm always taking out the legs too. I'm always doing combination type stuff,
So you can
so
trip.
that they're kind of trapped in the meantime when I'm doing them.
And then
Okay.
disarmed.
And always try and disarm them. Always. Okay. Because sometimes you may not have a weapon. Maybe he's got a pistol and it's in the holster. Just put it in your holster like that.
You're gonna take out the other.
He's got another gun in there. It's called the cell phone gun.
Nowadays. Your arm
So
is
if
all-
he's up here, and we're saying maybe like I see him there, and I gotta, so you'll access this arm, pull it out, and maybe come up and slice the throat.
And you're
Then
there, I
you've
was
got a
trying to
gun
grab
you can
that.
shoot with, or just keep it and run away for later. So you could even hide your knife here, throw
Coming
your
in,
arm,
Looking around.
and just walk past each other. This is
Okay.
how a lot of the Indonesian styles do it.
Okay.
That's where a lot of the footwork came from. They're very good style.
I'm just walking past.
And they just kind of hide it, like in a newspaper or something, and then boom, right in the kidneys. And then if I want to, in this case, I can steal that gun as well. If I get them over here in camera.
Oh yeah, I'm off camera.
Okay, one more
All right.
time on that. So we're just walking past each other.
Right there.
And then from there, we get out. Okay,
Nice.
just something to touch on there. You got your knife, right?
Oh, here.
Okay. Okay, so now we're gonna have them do various patterns, and I'm gonna do the principle that we're doing, which is basically like this. Yee-haw, lasso, but with a knife. So I'm doing this as a disengagement process. So whenever this guy comes at me with, say, an angle 1 downward slice, I'm gonna meet here, but I'm gonna feel too much force. I don't want to fight that force, especially where a knife is concerned. It's about fluency and sensitivity and flow. So I'm gonna come around, disengage with that flow, and then take him out right there. Let's turn you a little bit here. So he comes at me with a 1, meet the force, too much force, disengage, use that extra power of torque as I spin around his arm to accelerate me into the throat. Again, 1. And then if I want to there, it'd be a good one to go right up into the heart. And of course there I could come up and biting with the knife edge, disarm him here, and then do another one, maybe another. Try to get out of the blood spray. And you don't want to get blinded by blood spray either, even if it doesn't give you a disease. You can be blinded for a half second that he can maybe come out with a gun out of nowhere and shoot you or something. Always be aware up until the end, and then it's not over. Okay, you got a diagonal backhand too. So I meet the force and disengage around the force. Let me feel that a little bit more. Right. Sometimes I was trying to get out here, a little bit safer, but if I'm in here, I just got to be careful about him coming back in. So in that case, I'm just going to smother it here. And then maybe from there, I got a good disarm. So I got him in a torque position, then maybe into the heart, extract, and come to the throat.
There I can feel that you could have broke my arm right there too.
And of course, you're always trying to break, and shatter limbs.
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. No, I
Okay.
was just noticing things there. That's pretty cool.
Okay. So now we're going to continue with the X pattern. He did the downward portion. Now let's do the upward portion.
So backhand or
Forehand.
like
So
that?
you come up diagonally, cut across like this.
Like that?
Like a slice. He has a dagger, which is primary for for stabbing and for deadly slices on either side of the knife, so it's an excellent tool for deanimation. Has no restrictions one side or the other for pressure or anything. It's more of a death tool than any kind of other tool you may use in your kitchen or something. A Bowie knife can be used in the kitchen and to kill, whereas the dagger style, it's pretty much a killing instrument, okay? Which is good, that's what you want in this type of style. So give that to me, damn it, what do you have that for?
Okay.
This is actually a dagger also, but it's rounded off enough you can call it either way.
Safer, so I can go a little more forward.
Yeah, and for teaching, I like a single edge, because that way the student has to go, oh, that's the false edge, I can't cut with that, so I have to turn my wrist and access the target properly. Okay? All right!
What? So you want me to come
you're
at it?
coming at me like this.
I got you.
Number 9, right. So I'm going to meet it again with the point down instead of up top with the point up. So I just meet it here, and then disengage. And then there, you can see the heart is right accessible. I could also slip up into the throat. It just depends on where you feel is the best access point. Okay, so again, he comes, I go, no, please, don't do anything. Boom. That. There. And then if I want to, you extract from the heart, come up to the throat, peel the head away, slice, get away from the blood. Okay?
You want to go a different angle? Or anything?
So give me a 10 this time, like
Okay.
that. So I'm going to meet it like this, circle around. Right there is a major artery that'll make them bleed to death very fast. And then from there, I can easily come across the throat and then up into the heart in between the ribs.
I noticed that you're stepping on my feet like I said before. Over
Yeah,
and over.
I'm always kind of monitoring, so you can't kick me with this. You're not going away from me. I can pull you into my thrust even deeper and stronger, etc. So yeah, always try and tie up all their body parts. I'm leaving some stuff out so you can figure it out later, because this isn't just a teaching, it's kind of an entertainment section. And I'd like to put some like scenes in it,
Yeah.
like as we get better at this little scenario. Put a little, some guy jumps into the middle of what we're doing and I can go after him.
Get him into a big thing of boxes.
No, don't kill him, he was just an actor. Okay, so give me a 10 again, like
10.
that.
Bam.
Boom. And I can go straight into the throat for a stab. And I'm always ready here, don't cut your own arm. I'm always ready here to disarm. And again, whew, kidney shot, that kind of thing. That kind of thing here, this thing there.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, so now I want you to come straight down on top of my head.
Okay. So it's going. Bam.
Boom. Come straight up underneath. And this one, you're going to have to just, a good one for this actually. Come up with that again, straight up. Meet, dissolve the pressure, and then right here you set up for the subclavian artery. Always keep in check this arm, make sure he doesn't come back at you. Okay, and I've got the foot again, as he's always saying, I'm twisting his body right there, and then there I can maybe hit the kidneys, and then back into the throat and dump them or something. Okay, and then horizontal blow here,
Like that?
slicing straight
Oh,
across.
slicing.
Another heart one, a backhand slice. Boom. Another throat one. So you can see, or you can hit the lungs, poke the lungs like a couple inches, all it takes, and then that'll take them out. But the throat is your most major access deanimation point. It'll take them out fast and quick, within 10 seconds or so, compared to some of the others away from the heart, which would be a minute or so that he may have to come back at you. And that's a long time in a fight. Seconds is a long time in a fight. So you want to take as many of those seconds away as possible so they don't have a chance to come back at you when you least expect it, type thing. Unless you're taking them hostage or whatever, you know, where's my family, you son of a bitch? Don't kill him, Joe! I gotta find out where the kids are! Okay, that kind of deal.
Totally.
Okay, let's see, where am I at there? We didn't do the thrust really, so thrust
No.
at me, do this one.
Do what you want to do.
I would use the same as the one, tying up the leg, tying up the arm, and taking out the throat. Twisting them, throwing them down if I can. Okay, cross body thrust here. Straight across the throat, maybe hook the back, throw in a knee spike, twist them around, and then And of course, that'd probably spin him like in a Hollywood movie. He would go,
Yeah.
and boom,
A million times.
twitch a few times.
Come back.
Maybe come back.
Holding my head back on.
Yeah, his head's down, gone, but he can still hit me. Okay, and then the other one was just a straight thrust, either low or high. I went the outside, this time we'll do the inside, and there you go, boom. Taking out that knife anytime you want. Right now I'm focusing on the major deanimation targets, and then take them out later, take their knife away later type thing. Okay, some things maybe on the Tanto Jitsu type stuff. The samurai had their own style of quick kills with the short knife type thing. If you give me a diagonal one, they would do a lot of go straight in type thing. Give me a diagonal two, and they would just take you out very directly in their assault, instead of some disengagement type stuff. Come upward like that. They just wouldn't even worry about that other stuff because they knew they were coming in to kill immediately and that you wouldn't really have a chance to deal with it. Okay, straight in thrust to my guts. And down. That was cool. Let me do that one again.
Okay.
Straight in thrust. Get over here so I can see. Yeah, keep the full spectrum on this.
Just straight through.
See if I can do this again. See, I got the leg buckled here, and then right through the heart. Maybe spin and get him again. Right through the eyeball.
Kind of helps to be in mind, but kill them.
Yeah. Okay.
Do some moves.
So that's pretty good for that, I believe. I think we could probably switch guys if you guys want to.
Okay.
And I'll
Scott, you're up. Tag
beat the
team.
crap out of Scott for
I
a
got
while.
a knife up here.
I'll fake kill him because he's my friend. I don't want to real kill him.
Hey, you have Jules' bike?
Yeah, I could do some more bicycle fighting tactics. How to kill with the bike instead of just defend yourself. Oh yeah, come on in. Scott Rimpf, everyone! Hey, Scott Rimpf! Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Famous director! Woo! All right. Doo, doo, doo. Okay. So, what I was gonna do here, let's do a little bit of cover and slash. I don't know if we can do that. I was gonna do another drill with you called cover and slash. Can you do this with me? Stab here, and then cut the belly, and then stab here. So 7, then a 4, then a 6, then a 3, then a 7, then a 4, then a 6, then a 3. You do that? Okay. And your primary thing to attack right now, for safety, would be the shoulder. But just since we're doing quick kill tactics, I want you to touch the throat, the sides of the neck. Right. And then he's going to slice my belly. Then stab the side of the neck again. Then slice the belly. Turn the side there. Yep, slice the belly. Then stab the side of the neck. Slice the belly. Stab the side of the neck. Slice the belly. Stab the side of the neck. Okay, that's your standard cover and slash drill from the standard grip position. I'll be doing the reverse grip for right now. Now I want you to adapt that standard grip to the throat. Since we're deanimation style, no need to disembowel them. Pfft, pity that. That takes a long time to die when you disembowel them, and it smells terrible. Okay. So,
You would know?
mafia humor. I watched his head come off. It was so funny. It's like a pimple. Oh, sorry. Okay. So he stabs the side of the neck, but this time instead of leaving the neck alone, he just guides around the neck and slices instead of the belly, the neck. Stab this side, slice the neck, stab this side, slice the neck, stab this side. Right. Okay, so we're going to do both those scenarios real quick. And this brings up the point of no matter what style you have, you can make this into quick kill knife tactics, whether you do empty hand only or not. Stick a knife in your hand, do a lot of the same motions you do in your martial arts, but instead of, like a reverse grip punch, now I have a knife in my hand. Now it hits the heart. or if I want to, the throat type thing. And then instead of this hand just coming back into a position just to be here for some reason, we'll use it. So when he thrusts in at me, I grab that hand, pull him in, which pulls him into the blade. I hardly even have to move it forward. He practically jumps upon it, which is the best way, because then your body's supporting it. You don't have to expose your arm to any kind of attack or anything. But yeah, see, I taught him some other things he shouldn't know right now. So, boom, right there. Or pulling them in to your thrusting type thing. And your Taekwondo, there is a style in Silat that actually, there are a lot of barefooted, they don't have a lot of shoes over there. They're on the ground, dirt and stuff. They don't really need shoes that much, mostly a natural environment. In the urban or the suburban areas, the rural areas. Anyway, so they actually have bare feet to where they can put a knife between those feet. So in Indonesia, a lot of times they will use a curved hookbill knife either in their hands or their feet or both. So you could take your Taekwondo kicks, technically speaking, and then take and put some blades between your toes and go for it. So all you hippies with your flip-flops on, you can be deadly. Don't dismay. There is a possibility that you can defend yourself. No matter who you are, everybody needs self-defense. Keeps us all balanced that way. That way no one can get out of hand because we all kind of know something. And this tool, or the gun, make a perfect, easy way for all of us to be equal. No matter how many years of practice you've had, just boom with a gun, or yeah with a knife, and even a little kid or old person that can barely stand up can kill you, can protect themselves, which makes us all equal, which makes us all think, to respect each other, just because you have to survive. Not to mention it makes you feel better in your heart as well, and prevents more deadly encounters from happening. Anyway,
Okay.
enough of the philosophy behind it. You kind of have to do that though, because when you're teaching this, there's a responsibility behind it. You can't be really promoting that deadly, barbaric side, because society already looks down upon weapons as it is, especially knives. They don't understand that they can be used in your self-defense of yourself and your family. But it is one of the most basic, and actually it can be a very humane tool. I'm teaching the deadly side, but anytime when he slices my neck, I can always go like that. Now that knife hand is taken away, he can no longer grab a weapon with that hand and take me out, and I haven't stabbed him in the heart or the throat. In this case, I don't think it's that bad of a situation, but I did need something a little higher level than just my fisticuffs. Sometimes that doesn't work. In fact, I'd rather have a stick a more length away from the opponent with a knife. It looks better when you smash their limb, although it's worse for them. Most people, they'd rather have their limb cut completely off than smashed in just a dilapidated mess. So it's actually more inhumane to use a stick, but to other people around you, it's not so graphic. It's all the damage inside, and boom, back. And that way, you don't even have to get next to that guy with a knife. I don't really carry a stick around too much. Sometimes I'll have my collapsible baton. And you don't want to use your firearm sometimes. So this is a little bit easier way, like, hey man, I don't want no trouble. And then he goes to slice me and whoa, boom. And just take that out and then run away. He won't be harming you. He'll be worried about that wound and it should be okay. Get it to a doctor right away. Anyway, we're on the deanimation style. So, where was I on you? We were doing cover and slash drill. So, I'm going to do my side now. So you stab with the 6, and I'm going to come up with a V portion. My portion is here, and then stab. Okay, so I'm taking the weapon arm out, being the humane guy at this time, and stabbing to the neck. He goes across my belly and stabs to my neck. Boom. And then I turn, do the other side of my V, and access him, give him something to work with. So he stops this arm from getting him, and just to check, here, let me help you. Just a checking manner, and then slice across the belly. Now stab here, I come up, put your checking hand up, and stop it. Don't need to grab.
No.
It's too high speed with knives. You gotta play without thumbs most of the time until you get a secure point. So slap, stop that hand like this. There you go. There. Now cut across the belly, pull this back as you stab to my neck. There. Now stop me from getting you. Use that to brace up while you cut my belly. When you stab, pull this back. Pull this back to your chest. Yeah, just touch your chest with your hand. Because I'm worried about this. You don't have to worry about me getting you here and protecting here anymore, because now you've got this coming at me. I've got to go for this. So you can put that hand back for now to your chest. There. This is a good place to keep your hand in weapons dealing until you need it, and then dart in and out with it. This gets you fast at your boxing skills, a lot faster than would just boxing only, because you got a hot potato. You got, oh geez, just a touch with that and you're gone. It's not like they have to have boxing power and hit you really hard to affect you. This, I can just go with a knife and you're gone. Same with a gun, just squeeze. It's funny how the easiest implements are some of the deadliest. Okay? Okay, so you do this again, here, right? And I'm gonna come with reverse grip. Do 2 different styles. You stop, cut the belly, stab, take that hand out of the way, because I'm worried about this. Keep it on your chest. It's also protecting your throat right there. Boom. Now lash out with it when you need it. There. Now pull it back as you threaten me with a knife. Now stabbing again. Right. Boom. So we're both being very nice. He's cutting the belly. I don't know how nice that is, but you die slower. And then stab in the neck afterwards, or the eye could be a little less lethal that way. Depends on your penetration. But neck is definitely lethal. There. But now we're going to turn it into deanimation style. So he stabs to my neck. I'm just trying to keep that back for now. Okay, like here, all right? And this time, instead of slicing up on his arm, I'm going to slice up on his neck and then stab to his neck. As I do that, he, instead of slicing my belly, slices my neck and then stabs my neck. Instead of bracing up and stopping him here, I go right into this here and then go into there. He stops it from doing that, this way, there, and goes across my neck and then stabs my neck. Boom. So I go across his neck and then stab his neck. So I've just adapted from the arm, being nice, to he comes in, and just leave your arm down so I can see right now, to the throat. Boom. Boom. And his side has now gone into here instead of there. It now goes here, 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 like that. Okay, so this is a little drill called cover and slash. You've seen non-lethal, could be lethal version or definitely lethal version. Okay, so take whatever art you have and try to adapt it to crushing the throat, especially with a knife, and accessing the heart. Subclavian artery, these close to the heart artery type areas that you can really take them out very quickly, within seconds instead of minutes. Okay, you could stab to the eye, or you could go up underneath the palate into the brain, maybe through the ear, but you know, there's so many bony structures in there that can deflect. And this person isn't just going to stand there and let you do that. Unless you actually, well, you gotta come here. I'm gonna kill you. We're on camera. They got evidence. Okay. So, unless you actually pin their foot down, is it okay? Okay. Grab their hair and keep them in a position, and then, you know, like a surgeon or something, then you can get through the eye and hit the brain. But to just go like that and do that, he flinched. He knew I wasn't gonna do anything, but if he didn't know me and thought I was threatening him with his life, boom, that would have flinched. His arms are normally coming up. I'll have to adapt to those all the time. But yeah, so it's very hard to get in those smaller areas that easily. You could do like the temple here, right there in this little spot, like with a pencil. If you hit that spot, you can get it. But again, there's big bony plates right there. It's very hard to get in there. It's a good primary spot to set them up to where their throat may be exposed and then take them out. But we're trying to focus on total deanimation at this point. No second chances. Get it over with right away. All right. Where was I on that one? Oh yeah. So cover and slash drill. If he comes in like this, if I'm just doing it, and say he brings up that arm, so instead of cutting his throat, I get the arm, then immediately stab in afterwards, and then cut the throat after that. then come around. I still got his arm here. Cut the front there. Maybe if you want his knife, you can disarm that knife and take away 2 knives for the next guy.
Let's show it from the back, where you show me taking the knife.
Oh, I don't know what I just did. Okay. Okay, so spin this way. Okay, so you're stabbing over here, and then you're blocking with your hand. So instead of getting your throat, I accidentally get the arm instead. Oh well. Stab straight in, probably be the quickest way, and then cut across. I hooked from behind at this time, and I have that knife right there. I can stomp on his foot if I don't want him to turn. Cut the throat, disarm the blade. I still got him in a minor lock if I want to. I can always buckle the legs, come around with both of them, and take them out. You can be as crazy as you want. And when the fervor happens, things get really crazy sometimes. So you just go with it and try and recover psychologically later. And hopefully you did it for the right reasons. Otherwise you go to jail or someone will get you. Someone will come after your ass. Okay. All right. So the other one, if I come here, boom, so he comes this way. So if he does that, I got him easily there, boom. Carve up that neck, keep control of that arm. Or if he blocks with the second arm like he did with the first one. So here, so instead of getting here across the throat, he blocks there. You can always scoop it out and cut there. Then cut there on the back, stab to the heart, and then dump him on the ground and run away.
Yeah.
Okay. So the neck area, throat, heart are definite ones. I'll take them down. Okay, this side here. So he's going to go up with a reverse grip, like this. Right, you're going to go up and then stab to my neck. Boom. Okay, so just do the stab to the neck part.
Yeah, let's do it from the back so everyone can see it.
Okay, just do the stab to my neck part. Right there. So I'm going to come into this instead of, here, instead of there, because usually you're stabbing here and I'm checking and then there. So instead of that, I'm going to come up here. If he does this crap to me again, I'll have to index in there somehow. So you can go ahead and do that again. Stop here, come around like that. See, I got it on my neck, but I can also disarm with my neck and my shoulder area too. Don't limit yourself. Just feel a position and go, this is similar to this position, but it's a little higher up. It's in a dangerous area, you don't want to do it, but if it's there, you take advantage of whatever you get. Okay? So, let's see, stab this way. So I'm usually going here and here. Maybe stab that way. Okay. Sometimes you just got to reassess what you've been doing, make sure you got the same.
One bladed side, yeah.
Yep. Okay, so reverse grip. So you stab. So instead of coming across the belly here, I go immediately to the throat here. Boom. And then up into the throat again on this side. Or since he's bending back so much, and I'm a shorter guy, right up into the armpit. And then from there, if I want to, boom, I can take it out. Come around and slice and take them down. Locking mechanism. Okay, so stab over here. That's not a stab, that's a crush with the skull crusher. Reverse grip style. Reverse grips like this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, there you go. There. Okay. So I usually go here and here. This time I'll come up here, cut. Even though his arm was in the way, I still just scooped it out. If it gets too crazy and the arm's just too powerful, well then I can circle, I can do lots of other things. It depends on this guy, because I was going to just cut across his arm there and just go right into it. But
and then
he grabbed so tightly and followed me enough to where I just kept the circle going. So use whatever motion is needed. And then of course, I always got that disarm right there. I wasn't even worried about that. Back to the heart. Ugh. Do that one again. So reverse grip stab. Here, usual. The animation style. Stab. Boom. Here, maybe back against the throat. Take it away. Up underneath the armpit. Come to the heart on this side. Just do about 5 to 10 slices, insertions, that kind of thing, and make sure this person is down and will not harm you or your friends or family anymore, okay? Once may do it, especially on these lethal spots, but you can never count on it being a deep enough cut or penetrating enough angle, proper, you know, that kind of thing on your opponent. So it's good to think about doing, you know, 5 to 10 movements on the opponent to try and take them down, to just make sure. If you do one tends to fail. They say about 70% of all your movements will fail, depending on your skill level and the opponent and everything like that. But if you can count on 70% failing, then you have 10 things lined up, at least 3 of them will hopefully hit. Okay? I never know what camera to look at this thing. Hello, where are you, camera?
And now camera 2.
Camera 2? Hi, camera 2. I'll get used to this. Is this the other one? Hey, yeah, now I'm online. There we go. This will take a while. Anyway, so single knife sets.
Stabbing?
I was worried we had too much time, and of course, as usual after that,
20
you talk too much and you have no time. Okay, so I want you to do the 12 angles with the standard grip. It can be done reverse grip, or 2 knives, or a knife and a gun, or a gun, whatever. And maybe we'll put some of those implements in his hands. But right now, let's just think on the knife. So he's going to go through the 1 through 12 motions. I'll guide you through. And on each motion, I will do a counter attack to it. But I'll do the counter attack as the animation only style. Okay? Let me show you a couple of reasons. So he comes at me with a 1. So this is our, again, like I was explaining with the last drill, this is boom, boom, nice and humane. Maybe spear his other arm like that or something, turn a little bit. Or maybe trap this arm and then bargain with him or something. Okay, so right there, give me 1, boom. So it's the arm, the thing that's hurting me. That's the most logical, you know, save my life, do harm to others second. And then boom. So what if you got 2 or 3 guys that are badass that you got to take out before they take out your family? So if that's the case, hey man, I don't want no trouble. Well, you'll probably have the knife hidden, you know, or back or something. Man, no, please, don't hurt my family or nothing. And then he comes at me with a 1. Now I'm going to access, instead of the wrist, nice, just disarm you and talk to you later. Now it's, I know I got to kill to survive. Boom, boom. Pop in the heart. Disarm. And then you can take him down if you want. Okay? Like I said, add other strikes from your own systems or whatever and make it work for you there. Okay?
Oh, yeah, I'm fine.
So give me a 1 again.
Slow, Brooklyn.
So just dive up, use this as your guidance control system, take the missile into the throat, make an X, and stab in the heart or the throat again. Ooh. Okay, luckily these are very rounded. Okay, so he gives me a 2. And then trap and bargain. Again, that bargaining thing. How nice of me. Okay, but now this is what I could have done. Or I choose to do. He comes at me with a 2. Boom. Immediately into this is it. Boom. And then bang. And take him down. Okay. All right. Now he gives me a 3 along the same lines. I can go here. Be kind of nice there. Half nice, half mean. 3 again. Or instead of cutting the limb here, slicing the eyes, cutting the limb again, bumping that knife out, and then maybe stabbing the hip area, taking him down. Now I'm going to be the animation style. So he comes at me with a 3. I just totally avoid this and just jump straight to the throat. Instead of circling way down here again, I just circle right back on the throat. Instead of just taking this arm out of the way, I take the arm out of the way and then try for the throat again. And then instead of just the hips or later bladder kill, I go right for the heart or the throat. Let's try that again. 3. Excuse me. 3. Okay. Being backhand 4. Single knife sets from Combat Technologies, and I'm adapting them to quick kill style. So this is 4, Very nice of me. How nice of me. Okay. This is deadly 4. Okay. This is number 5. Step straight in. And back. This is deadly 5. So instead of here, I'm gonna go stab. Sorry.
Careful, man.
Sorry. Worked too good. Even dull knives kick ass. Alright, so stab, stab, and then instead of ringing around the rosy here, I got a neck to ring around the rosy. So here, here.
What about
And then
the using their own force against them? The stabbing force where you grab me and you pull me into the knife?
oh yeah, you can do that at all times. Just and you can make this fairly hidden too. You know, because if it does come down
Can you
to
do that?
craziness in
Can
society,
you do that the deadly way as well?
you might
with the
not
neck?
want to be seen. Huh?
The deadly way as well. You know, when you pull them in, then you go for the knife. Is that another way?
Yeah, there's all kinds of ways. It's just motion we're dealing with, and then you put the translation to that motion.
All right.
So give me a 6 like this. This is how we usually did it. Whack. Like that. But the deadly 6, of course. And then here I can go across the kidney, but more deadly would be back of the neck here. And then of course, whack across the throat. We do that one again. Okay, 7 like this. Nice, nice. Ah. Get this arm involved, then you get that arm involved. I try for a tie-up. Get on this side. But instead of here, I'm gonna go right into it. So step, boom. Bastard keeps trying to block me with that arm. I'll cut it. I'll cut it up. Cut it there. And then I forgot how I did this one. Here, jabbing in. He comes in to get me there. Yeah. Now if he resists me like that, I'll just slip past it. I'm trying to show something.
Sorry.
There you go. So do a 7 again. If you get those resistances, just work with them, but try initially to get exactly what you want done, and then work with some stuff later once you get habit. Okay, good habit going. All right, so boom, boom. So instead of here, and then here, and then there, and then he probably blocks with this arm. I take there, come in there again. He comes around, try to get me with that one. Yeah, boom. Tie up, and then. Okay, 8, like that. Right, okay, be careful. This is the original 8.
Can you reach with the knife?
Now put you down on the ground on your knees and get you with the saber-toothed tiger style. But a little more deadly would be, come in, probably pass it on by, upward figure 8. And then go right in here again, right into the subclavian artery, disarm here, and then it's already in reverse grip. So come around. I don't think you're gonna do that now. Let go. And subclavian artery again.
Oh, okay.
So this is saber-toothed tiger style. And then you just kind of manipulate them around, take them down, break their arms, and then of course this goes into the subclavians as you break his arms. 9. Do this one up at me. 9. Diagonal upward. And punch. These are all pretty deadly as they are. But come over here again. 9. But if I was going into the deadly style, I'd bite his hand off right there. Okay, try that again.
Ouch.
So 9 like that. Okay, I see what you're doing. Put that other leg forward. Remember I told you, if you're using this implement, you want that leg usually to be forward. Generally speaking. If I'm hiding stuff, then I'll put it back here. Like, hey, please don't mess with me, that type of thing. Strategy. But if I'm actually in it, they know I have a weapon, I know I have a weapon, blah, blah, blah. So then, yeah, you pretty much want whatever hand forward is whatever legs forward. Because why would you want this further away from the opponent? This is your major implement of saving your life. So you'd want this closer to the opponent. And the empty hand one, the one that's more defenseless and less effective, to be further away from the opponent and his weapons. Okay, so generally speaking, if you have this one forward or this one forward, you should have that leg forward also. Okay, all right, so yeah, number 9. So throat, throat, and then here, throat, throat and heart, and then pound it in. Yeah. On those, of course, you got to watch that you don't have something like this on the butt end, because if you try to pound that in, it might hurt you. This is a very flat butt end. It's made for palm insertions like this, because you notice it really doesn't have, this is a small guard, but at least this has a guard. This has no guard. If I go penetrating real heavily like this, whoosh, that may come out, not penetrate as good, make my fingers come off in my own hand. So a lot of times they'll take a weapon like this, like in Tanto Jutsu, and they'll place it in the palm and thrust with the whole bone structure of the arm and make sure that it goes up and in with strength and power and does not slip in your hand. Okay, where are we?
9.
Number 9. Punch. Punch it in. Okay, number 10, give me 10 like this. Here, we get over here on this one. Right? So go here, punch, here. This is a weird one. It's impaling the major artery here and then snapping his arm into his face, hitting him with his own shoulder, gouging into that arteries. And then once you get loose of that, you go right for the throat. And these are the less than lethal ones. And now if I was doing combat style or de-animation, he comes up with his 10. Boom. 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 And then this time, maybe I'll use his head as the limb and stab this into here, kind of a weird one. Boom. Boom. You okay? That was a weird one. I just came out of the air with that one.
We have
So
10 minutes now.
Just use your mind, use your creativity and your awareness, and it'll save you there. Okay? Yeah, it'll keep you motivated, keep you happening, doing something with your life. Some physical motions are always good. Up with 11, straight up like this, up into my groin area. Just slice upward. Punch. Yeah. Here. Down. Stab. Pop. Boom. There's 11. Killer style. Go ahead. So this one, no, straight up. Right. Straight. Like that. He comes around with a punch. Boom. That's the same. Here, the heart. Still scooping up the arm. Reverse grip style. And this time, maybe hit the temple. Slice the throat, whatever. Oh, that weapon's already gone, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Anyway.
I should be dead by then.
12, I keep in my reverse grip. You come straight down upon me with, no, you don't do reverse grip for now. Although you should try that later. But I'll have him do it. Boom, boom. And then you punch from there. Going down easy. There on your knees. There you go. Slap this out of the way. Cut there. Look for other guys. Spin around. Cut here. Boom. This is a weird one. Come around. And technically you're supposed to have the head right here. Cut the throat and snap the neck. Basically, if you do all that, their head will come off. Then you can post it on stakes outside your house, and people will stay away from you.
And the police will come.
Well, we're talking in a world where everything's gone crazy, and you have to fight to survive. Let's hope that does not happen. But things are looking pretty crazy right now, so I thought we ought to touch on this just in case. It's like a good Boy Scout. You know, you gotta take your sleeping bag, you gotta take your water, you gotta take some food, extra warm clothing, preferably a knife and a gun, you know, especially just a knife for the working around the camp. And a saw for cutting wood. You know, you need to prepare for these things. You know, half your pack that you're packing with up in the hills isn't gonna be used. But should that need arise, you'll be super glad you had that. That's what this knowledge is. It's great for your physical entertainment and your abilities to do things in this world, but very rarely do you use it. But when you need it, it sure is nice to have it. Okay, you'll feel really good about it when you do. If you never have to use it, it's just for your own entertainment. That's fine too. Your own breathing, health, well-being, all the basic motions of the body are perpetuated. Martial arts is usually done with the thought of a heart and mind, compassion. Because when you're learning all these deadly things, you automatically go to the opposite side and go, wow, look what responsibility I have. Okay? So think about it. 12, totally deadly style, comes straight down upon me. Instead of his arm. Neck, he punches. Pop, pop. Maybe drive down with the subclavian artery. Go ahead, go down. Easy, easy. Boom. 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 Oh. I almost ripped his head completely off. You alright?
Pulled my hair off.
Sorry. I get crazy in this stuff. I'm Crazy Dave. Come down, buy a knife from me. Yee, Crazy Dave's. Sale, sale, sale. Oh, no, that wasn't official sales. Joking sales. It's public TV. You can't do that. Okay, so I think we're about... I've given you a lot of ideas. I went through the 1 through 12
5
single
minutes.
knife sets. We only have 5 minutes. From Combat Technologies. Like I said, that's where I got my stuff from JamesAKeating.com. You can check out his cool stuff there. Any information you may need is right on my email there, my phone number. Get it in contact here at MCAT. I had a lot of other things to do. I was going to involve the gun a little bit more. In fact, let's do that now. Christian, if you could come out, we'll just finish out with the double knife multi-opponent show. So these guys have sticks, knives, guns, kind of littered around the room. And I'm just going to have them, oh, I need the 2 cool knives, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So, yeah, okay. Alright, so I'm just going to let these guys kind of go at it with me, and I'm going to use 2 daggers. You know, I'll just be walking down the street first, minding my own business. And these guys step out to rob me with
It's okay, come with you.
with a gun or a knife or whatever. I'm just going to flow.
I'll
And
go in
we'll,
on him because I have the gun. I think this is going to be easy.
and we'll end the program this way, just kind of flowing around.
All right,
Unless you guys have questions or something. Okay, so.
here I come. Hold it right there. You have access to a gun, use it. Try and string these lines of people like a fish on line is what I'm saying. Oh my dude.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Sorry.
No problem.
We're going easy too. If we were going crazy, this would be really bad.
Little blood's okay.
You get bleeding?
I don't know. It's all part of it.
I'm going with primarily the animation stuff. Lip and slide, trying to go easy. Making them fall over each other.
I just got him.
Make them shoot each other.
And I'll put up your glass. I'm dead.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Thank you, Christian. Thanks for letting me torch y'all. Woo! 2 minutes? What am I gonna do in 2 minutes? Live throwing a what? Live trucking a box. And thank you very much.